Okay, folks, buckle up because today we are diving deep into Tokyo.
That's right. Deep diving into Tokyo using this pretty vibrant and enthusiastic travel guide excerpt, it's called.
Conquer Tokyo.
Conquer Tokyo.
Insider tips for the perfect itinerary.
Right.
Now, who doesn't want to conquer Tokyo? I mean,
Sure.
come on.
It's on everyone's bucket list.
I know it's on mine, but we're not just going to, skim the surface here.
No.
We are going deep for those insider tips. You know those hidden gems
Right.
that make a trip really memorable?
Exactly.
We'll be hitting up all the iconic spots, of course.
Of course we got to.
Shibuya Crossing, got to do it.
Got to do it.
But how about we start our day with a hidden gem, a local ramen spot that is so good there's always a line.
Ooh, that's how you know it's good.
That's what they say, right?
That's what they say.
And it wouldn't be a Tokyo deep dive without exploring
The neon lights.
Akihabara,
Oh, yeah.
neon lit wonderland, right?
Akihabara is a must.
And plus, we might even squeeze in some midnight karaoke.
Oh, absolutely. Got to do it.
So,
This guide is really interesting, I think, because it really recognizes that Tokyo is more than just like a collection of famous landmarks.
right.
It really encourages exploring the city's distinct neighborhoods,
Yeah,
each with its own unique energy and hidden treasures.
I love that. Okay, so let's jump right into this itinerary.
Yeah, let's do it.
And instead of starting at the, typical Sensoji temple,
Mm-hmm.
this guide suggests we kick off our day with a true Tokyo experience.
Right.
A bowl of authentic ramen
Yes.
at a local joint.
Love it.
And get this, the tip is to look for a line
A line.
because that's how you know it's the real deal.
Okay. Listen,
I'm a little skeptical.
Yeah.
Is that always true?
well, a line can be a good indicator.
Right.
It's not foolproof.
Right.
But in the case of ramen, those in the know, they're often willing to wait for a bowl at a true hidden gem.
Okay.
We're talking about places that specialize in specific regional styles, maybe even using unique broths that have been passed down through generations.
Wow.
For example, have you ever heard of Ike ramen?
Ike ramen? No.
It originated in Yokohama, just south of Tokyo, and it's known for its thick soy sauce-based broth.
Okay.
And the way the noodles are served, slightly al dente.
Okay.
Now, that's worth queuing up for.
I think you've convinced me Ike ramen. All right, so ramen for breakfast it is.
There you go.
Now, fueled up on these delicious noodles, the guide takes us to Sensoji Temple
Okay.
in Asakusa.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a classic, but what's something that might surprise even a seasoned Tokyo traveler about Sensoji?
Well, beyond its stunning architecture and history as Tokyo's oldest temple,
Right.
there's a fascinating tradition involving omikuchi.
Omikuji.
Those are the fortune slips you can draw.
Oh, yeah.
Most people know about tying the bad fortunes to a wire fence to ward off bad luck.
Right.
But at Sensoji, if you draw a bad fortune, you can actually tie it to a designated spot on a nearby tree. And over time, the paper disintegrates, symbolizing the dissolving of bad luck.
Interesting.
It's a unique ritual specific to Sensoji.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I know, right?
Those little details that add depth to the experience.
You got it.
Okay, from ancient rituals,
Yes.
we are fast forwarding to the ultimate symbol of modern Tokyo,
Okay, hit me.
Shibuya Crossing.
Shibuya.
I have always wondered what it would be like to be caught in that pedestrian scramble.
Yeah.
Is it as overwhelming as it looks?
It's definitely a sensory overload,
I bet.
but in a strangely exhilarating way.
Okay.
Imagine a wave of humanity surging forward,
Whoa.
then parting as the lights change. And it's not just the sheer number of people.
Right.
It's the giant video screens, the shops blasting music,
I can only imagine.
the energy of everyone rushing around you.
Yeah.
But somehow, amidst the chaos,
Yeah.
it all works perfectly.
That's Tokyo for you.
That's Tokyo.
Okay, so we've had our moment of zen at the temple.
Yes.
A taste of Tokyo's culinary soul.
Right.
A rush of energy at Shibuya. What's next on our Tokyo conquest?
All right. Well, the guide suggests that we immerse ourselves in the fashion and youth culture of Harajuku,
Okay.
specifically Takeshita Street.
Takeshita Street. Okay.
But before diving into that whirlwind, they recommend a little detour
Oh.
to Meiji Shrine,
Okay.
a serene oasis dedicated to Emperor Meiji and Empress Shokin.
Ah, a bit of tranquility before the fashion frenzy.
Exactly.
But honestly, whenever I hear Meiji Restoration,
Yeah.
kind of my eyes glaze over a little bit.
It's a little bit hard to follow sometimes.
Can you break it down for me? Why is this shrine so historically significant?
Okay, so think of it this way. Japan went from being a feudal society ruled by the shogunate
Hmm.
to a modern nation
Okay.
in just a few decades.
Wow.
That's the Meiji Restoration.
Okay.
Emperor Meiji was at the heart of this transformation,
Right.
and the shrine is a symbol of that pivotal moment in Japanese history.
So it's a big deal.
Stepping into the peaceful forest surrounding the shrine is like taking a step back in time,
I can imagine.
a stark contrast to the bustling city around it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, history lesson absorbed.
There you go.
Now let's hit Takeshita Street.
Let's do it.
The guide describes it as this explosion of colors and textures and styles.
I can't wait.
What fashion subcultures or trends should we be on the lookout for?
Well, Harajuku is known for its constantly evolving street style.
Mm-hmm.
You might see remnants of the iconic Lolita fashion
Oh, yeah.
with its frilly dresses and doll-like aesthetic.
Right.
But these days, it's more about like a mix and match approach,
Okay.
drawing inspiration from various subcultures, punk, goth, hip-hop, you name it.
Cool.
It's all about individuality and self-expression.
Awesome. Sounds like the perfect place to people watch and soak up that creative energy.
Totally.
Okay, so we've shopped, we've dropped.
Uh-huh.
It's evening now.
It is.
And the guide suggests either Tokyo Skytree or Tokyo Tower for panoramic views.
Okay.
Are they both worth visiting, or is one a clear winner?
So while Tokyo Skytree boasts the height advantage,
Tokyo Tower, which was inspired by the Eiffel Tower,
yeah,
has a certain classic charm. But honestly, isn't it a bit like derivative?
yeah, you have a point. I appreciate a good view, but I also want something unique to Tokyo.
Yeah.
Maybe Tokyo Skytree with its futuristic design is the better choice in that sense?
Exactly. Plus, from Skytree, you can actually see Mount Fuji on a clear day,
Oh.
which adds a whole other layer to the experience.
Okay, you sold me Skytree. It is,
Yeah.
as night falls, the guide steers us toward Akihabara,
Akihabara.
describing it as a neon-lit wonderland.
Yeah.
I have to admit, even for someone who's not a hardcore gamer, the idea of a giant Gundam statue is pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
But what else is there for someone who's not deep into anime or manga?
Even if you're not a diehard fan, Akihabara is an experience.
Okay.
Think multi-story arcades with games you've never seen before.
Really?
Themed cafes where you can sip coffee next to a life-size Pikachu.
Oh my god.
And shops dedicated to everything from vintage electronics to the latest gadgets. That sounds so cool.
It's a glimpse into a whole other world of pop culture.
Yeah, wow. Okay, I'm ready for some food.
Me too.
After all that exploring, the guide suggests either a Tsukiji market-inspired sushi dinner
Okay.
or an izakaya crawl in Shinjuku's Omoi Yokocho. What are your thoughts?
Both are great options, but for a truly immersive experience,
Okay.
I'd go for the izakaya crawl.
Okay.
Omori Yokocho, also known as Memory Lane,
Oh,
is a network of narrow alleys
okay.
crammed with tiny atmospheric izakayas.
I love it.
Think of them like Japanese-style pubs,
Mhm.
where you can enjoy small plates of food like yakitori and a variety of drinks from sake to shochu.
That sounds awesome. And each izakaya has its own specialty, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds so fun. All right, final stop
Okay, last one.
on our Whirlwind Tokyo tour.
It's been a whirlwind.
Midnight karaoke, as per the guide's suggestion.
Of course.
Is karaoke really as big a deal in Japan as they say?
It's more than just a pastime.
Okay.
It's ingrained in the culture. It's a way for people to de-stress, bond with friends and colleagues,
Right.
and even express themselves creatively.
Oh, wow.
Don't be surprised if you end up belting out a J-pop ballad or an anime theme song.
Awesome. So we've explored ancient temples and futuristic cityscapes,
Yes, we have.
indulged in ramen and izakayas,
We did.
and maybe even found our inner karaoke star.
Absolutely.
Pretty epic day in Tokyo.
And remember, this itinerary is just a starting point.
Right.
What resonated with you the most? Maybe you're fascinated by the history of the Meiji Restoration or intrigued by the fashion scene in Harajuku.
Mm-hmm.
Use this deep dive as inspiration to tailor your own Tokyo adventure.
Exactly. We've only scratched the surface, but hopefully we've sparked your curiosity and given you a taste of what makes Tokyo